money's been budgeted. Where does the holdup lie in your view? I mean, I realize it's a complicated story, but what's the bottom line here for this holdup?
The real issue here is that Indian Affairs is one of the largest school boards in the country. It just refuses to act like one. I was a school board trustee in a small rural board. There are laws in place. The money has to be put into certain funding envelopes. That doesn't happen in Indian Affairs. So anytime there's an issue or another problem or another priority, they just take the money out. Over the last 5 years, $122 million. It should have gone to school construction, was siphoned off by bureaucrats and spent elsewhere. On top of that, there's a huge funding gap per pupil, so the kids are already starting out way behind. You know, they don't spend money on libraries, they don't spend money on special education, on computers. No wonder these kids are crippled in their ability to get an education.
Now let's talk about the coalition that's forming in the wake of Shannon's death. We saw members of it up there today with you at the news conference, and those include the students who refer to their own initiative as Shannon's Dream, and it also includes, I've noticed, provincial education authorities, Native leaders, union representatives. I mean, how influential do you think that kind of massing of support can actually be?
Well, I think when Canadians find out what's going on, they're going to say, this is not tolerable in the 21st century. This coalition really came out of the grief surrounding Shannon's death. I mean, here was a 15-year-old young person who died in a car accident, and my phone just started to ring. I had, like, the president of the public school boards of Ontario say, what do we do? The Ontario Federation of Labour phoned and said, how do we help? Teachers unions, school groups, kids. And then, you know, Chelsea Edwards and her friends in Attawapiskat said, we don't want this dream to die. And so we said, well, let's see what we can do. So now we have this big movement. We have a motion that's going to be debated at some point in Parliament. We are looking to carry this into every school in the country, and we are pretty sure that's going to happen. So that when people see the discrepancies and see how many communities have no schools or condemned schools or kids are exposed to mold and asbestos on a daily basis, it's going to wake up people, and I think the government's going to have to say, okay, finally, First Nation kids have to be a priority in this country.
I noticed some of the stunning numbers that came out of the press conference.